Rams. It's time for the excitement of NCAA Division II basketball, featuring the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference and your Shepherd University Rams. Today's play-by-play video coverage is being brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. We deliver to your home. FordofHagerstown.com. Panhandle Dumpsters, because you have a choice. PanhandleDumpsters.com. The Mirius Group. Start planning for a brilliant future. The Joe Ferretti Law Office in downtown Martinsburg, delivering first-rate service and results for our clients. Green Tree Realty, a great place to call home. Jackie Lewis Broker. GreenTreeRealty.com. Mike Folk for Governor. Accountable, ethical, responsible. Folk4WV.com. And by Smallwood and Small, an Erie affiliate. Total Insurance Solutions. Standing by is our TV10 broadcast team. Let's head to the court and get today's pregame show underway.
Afternoon, wherever you may be tuning in across the Eastern Panhandle or nationwide. Welcome into the Butcher Athletic Center on the campus of Shepherd University in historic Shepherdstown, West Virginia. It's game 2 of our doubleheader today, featuring the Shepherd University Rams and Lock Haven, coming down from Lock Haven, Pennsylvania. Well, it was the girls getting the win in game 1 of Shepherd, 71-64 rather, hoping for another competitive game here in game number 2. Shepherd comes in with a record of 6-8, 2-6 in PSAC play, while Lock Haven comes in 5-7, also 2-6 in conference play. Matt Crawford here with you. Jason Colrick will join us momentarily. Had to take care of a few things between games. I'll let you figure out what those things may be after standing still for the last 2 hours doing the first game, but he will join us momentarily. Our TV10 cameraman is John Alderson. Back at the station is Eric Sterrick, our studio engineer. Well, it is a good matchup here today. Two teams that are not quite where they wanted to be at this point in the season in conference play, but hoping that a win today will send them in the right direction as we welcome back into the broadcast position Jason Colrick. Did you get everything figured out there, man?
I did. I'm sorry. It was a long lines.
Yeah. Sure it was. Sure it was. You just wanted the game action. You didn't want the pregame show.
No, I'm good for the pregame show. It's just 5 minutes is not much time, and remember Matt Miller in the high school game one time.
Yes. Yes, that was the first playoff game, if my mind serves me correctly.
It is what it is, and at 50 years old, sometimes you have to walk away for longer than 5 minutes.
Well, Jason, a good one in tap today. Looking forward to this matchup. Again, I was saying before you threw your headset on, two teams that are even in the standings, but not necessarily even where they want to be in the standings, both at 2-6.
No, obviously, you want to get off to a better conference start, and it's an opportunity for one of them to start to right the ship today. It's going to be a good ball game.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Shepherd, again, coming in off of their last time out. Really, let's go back to the last 3. It's 3 straight losses, 4 out of 5 for Shepherd. Last time out was at Cal. That was a 74-61 loss. Then Bloomsburg, they fell 83-75, 84-77 at nationally ranked Westchester. Their last win was back in 2019. That was on the 21st of December, and that was a home game against Seton Hill, but before that, a loss to IUP. The one thing that stands out in that win, you look at the point total, 95 points. So they needed an awful lot of offense to win that game. In this league, you got to be able to figure out how to win those 76, 74 games, or even those low-scoring 80 games. You can't depend on 95 points a game at this level of basketball.
No, you got to. That's a hot shooting team right there to score that many points. Looking at Shepherd's last 3 losses have all been on the road. So it's got to feel good, and their last win came at home, so maybe this is an opportunity for them to right the ship. We talked before the girls' game, the girls' team, had a good road trip where the boys' team just didn't.
Yeah, and looking at Lock Haven, their last time out was a victory against Mansfield, 79-59, so in convincing fashion. Then before that, 4 straight losses, a loss to Kutztown, a loss at IUP, a loss in overtime to Pitt Johnstown, and then a loss to Clarion to start this 4-game losing streak. So they're trying to right the ship, obviously trying to put together 2 straight wins after what was a rough way to end 2019 and start 2020.
Yeah, absolutely, and again, they're on the road too, and their last 2 road games they've lost and won their home game. So one of these 2 teams is going to come out of here at 3-6 in the conference and keep it, maybe can propel themselves. But it's a matchup, really, if you look at it on paper, of two teams in a similar spot at this time in the season. It's going to matter of who wants it more.
Well, 60-second break to take. When we come back, we will dive a little more into this matchup, give you some overall point totals, and give you who to watch out for along with keys to the game. Then we're just 6.5 minutes away from starting lineups in the start of this one. Again, back in 60 seconds. This is Shepherd Ram basketball on TV 10.
If you have been injured in an auto accident or due to someone's negligence and you want to know what your rights are, call Ferretti Law Office at 264-8505 to discuss your claim for free. Attorney Joe Ferretti is prepared to answer your questions and explain your options. Put Joe Ferretti's legal experience and history of proven results in your corner to fight the bullies from the insurance companies. At Ferretti Law Office, we're here to help you win.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Welcome back into the pregame show. Lock Haven taking on Shepherd in Shepherdstown today. Let's take a look at some numbers on the season so far. Shepherd coming in scoring 76.3 a game while only giving up 72.1. So looking at that, you're wondering, well, how in the world are they 2-6 in conference and 6-8 overall? Losing a lot of big games, but also losing a lot of close games and winning a lot of close games. That's what gets you the better point differential than your opponent with that 2 games under 500 record. For Lock Haven University, they're coming in scoring about 78 points a game while giving up 72 points a game. And again, they're 2 games under 500. So both these teams are playing close competitive ball games, just haven't been able to convert close competitive games to wins.
Yeah, but you look at some of these stats here, and you look at a couple of games that stick out in my mind. You win one game 101-50, and you win another game 95-61. Those can kind of skew your offensive numbers.
Those are outliers.
Yeah, they're definitely outliers. So, and they can. You score 101 and 95 in blowouts, that's going to make your numbers look a little bit tougher. But then you look at some of the other games, and they are closer games. So, like I said, we said, they're very much the same teams, because you look at Lock Haven, in one game they scored 103 points and gave up 65. So you're right, the stats don't reflect necessarily the records between these two teams.
Looking at Lock Haven individually, 3 players averaging in double figures, while for Shepherd, 4 and 1 just a point off at 8.8. So for Shepherd, a little more contribution, if you will, all the way up and down the roster.
Yeah, you've definitely got some more balance on the Shepherd side of the court, but at the same time, you're looking at Lock Haven, you've got 2 guys averaging almost 20 points a game.
Yeah, you're looking at a Christian Kelly and Matt Cerruti, both of them upwards of 17 points. For Cerruti, it is 17.6. For Christian Kelly, it is 19.7. So we'll round that up and call it 20.
That's 20.
So, yeah, that's 20. We'll round up the 0.3%. Yeah. So those are 2 guys that are there that are going to be big guys to watch out for today.
Absolutely. And like you said, and you look at Shepherd, you've got one guy averaging 19.3, and you've got basically 3 guys averaging just over 10 points a game, so maybe a little bit more balance.
All right, it's time to take a look at the keys to the game, and again for that, I will send it over to Jason Kohler. Jason, let's start with Shepherd. What do they need to do to end this 3-game skid?
I think they need to get comfortable shooting the ball here at home. I think that playing defense, if you look at their last few outputs for this level of basketball, you're only scoring 70, 61 points. You've got to start to see the ball go through the hoop And once you get a little bit of that, maybe get the crowd behind you, that's going to be key for them. And they're going to have to stop the 1-2 attack on the offensive side that Lock Haven's going to have. Obviously, you've got two players averaging almost 20 and 18 points. You're going to have to key on them and stop them from scoring. Make somebody else beat you.
Looking at Lock Haven, what do they need to do to make it 2 straight?
I think they're going to need to pound the ball inside against Shepherd, and they're going to have to take the crowd out of this game early. Don't let Shepherd feed. Shepherd has been down. They've lost 3 in a row. But if you let them start to make a few baskets and let this crowd get into it, I think that it's going to be nothing but downhill for Lock Haven.
There are your keys to the game, brought to you by Jason Colrick. Let's go ahead and take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll have the national anthem and the starting lineups delivered by public address voice Patty Alter from here at the Butcher Center. All that coming up next as we finish out our pregame and get you ready for the start of action here in just a few minutes. Again, this 2-minute timeout, then we're back. This is Shepherd Ram basketball on TV 10.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
At Anthony's Pizza Inwood location, nobody does it better. We make our own dough and we bake it fresh twice daily. That's freshly baked twice a day to make sure your pizza always tastes great. Take advantage of our Anthony's Pizza special offer. Get 2 large one-topping pizzas, just $17.99. And when you buy 3 12-inch subs, the 4th one's on us. For the best in freshly made pizzas, subs, calzones, stromboli, lasagna, and more, it's got to be Anthony's Pizza, 372 Middleway Pike in Inwood. Call 229-7373 for delivery. Anthony'sMenu.com.
If you hang the WVU Medicine sign, certainly has helped take us to another level.
Evolving what we try to do as physicians and as a health system and organization is the mission of WVU Medicine, and it's an exciting mission to be a part of.
With the knowledge and the years of practice that they've put into this institution, they know a lot. They can help you, and they've helped me a lot.
Having people treated locally enhances their overall care.
Welcome back into the broadcast. In the middle of the starting lineups, we'll get Shepherd's and we will reread who it is for Lock Haven. Number 11 from Walkersville, Maryland, forward Kyle Daggett, the first starter for the Shepherd Rams. Number 2, John Preston, the 6'3" sophomore guard from Brandywine, Maryland. From Martinsburg, West Virginia, Jarrell Jones wearing number 32, the 6'3" guard from Martinsburg. Daniel McLean Corley is the 4th starter, number 44. The guard is 6'5" and is a freshman from Clinton, Maryland. And senior, the lone senior on this Shepherd men's basketball team is 6-foot guard Thomas Lang. The Rams are led by Justin Namalik. For Lock Haven, their starters are number 2, Trevor Lacona from Oakdale High School in Frederick, Maryland. Christian Kelly's a 6'4" guard wearing number 10. Eli Washington, number 11, is a 6-foot freshman guard from Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Matt Cerruti is a 6'4" junior guard from Huntingdon Valley, Pennsylvania. And number 21, Jesse McPherson, a 5'7" junior forward from Philadelphia. Mike Nestor is the head coach for Lock Haven.
I'm pretty impressed. You called it 10 after 3. We're right at 10 after 3. I mean, Man, I wish my name was Matt Crawford and had those kind of skills.
Many do, but very few ever will. Tip goes to Daniel McLean Corley of Shepherd. Shepherd in the white uniforms, while Lock Haven will be in the road maroon or burgundy jerseys. Thomas Lang gives to Jarrell Jones in that right wing. Now back outside to Kyle Daggett. Daggett gives to Lang, looking to drive baseline, dribbles off of his knee out of bounds, and the first possession results in a turnover for the Shepherd Rams. Back to Lock Haven.
Lock Haven came out playing man-to-man, did a nice job there, and Shepherd's going to have to find a way to get past them because they look like they were right there in their face the whole time.
Jim going creepily silent at the beginning of this game.
Was that not weird?
It does seem.
Or is it our headset? Maybe it's our headsets that sounded that quiet.
May just be. Eli Washington going to bring it into the front court for Lock Haven. Works around a ball screen, hits the deck, and a foul going to be called. Going to be a push, and they're going to get that on Daniel McLean Corley, his first foul of the game. Inbound will come from this near sideline. Matt Cerruti will cue the inbound. Inbound does go to Washington, again looking to set up the offense. Works around a ball screen, then working right down the lane, finishing at the basket with the left hand. Great take by Eli Washington, and Lock Haven takes the 2-0 lead.
Good strong move there by Lock Haven.
Shepherd quickly into the front court. Daniel McLean Corley hits Thomas Lang on that right wing. Now back to McLean Corley. Between the legs dribble, driving the baseline, finishing or going to the basket with the right hand, gets fouled, and will go to the line for two.
No, I think you're going to find that the men's Lock Haven team probably runs very similar to the girls' team. They only shoot 30% from three-point range, where Shepherd shoots 40% from three-point range. So I think you're going to see very similar strategies here in this game.
First shot up and good for Daniel McLean Corley. That foul, the first on Christian Kelly. His first of the game, the first team foul for Lock Haven. Second foul shot for McLean Corley, up and good, and we are tied at 2. Just about a minute into the ballgame, 19:07 remaining in the first half. Quick substitution for Coach Namalik.
Shepherd applies a man-to-man pressure here.
Phillip Jordan coming in for Shepherd. And you see a little backcourt pressure. Wouldn't necessarily call it a press, but just a little token pressure in the backcourt. Washington trying to work in her. Nowhere to go. Good defense by Phillip Jordan. Now Lacona, step back jumper. That one up and good for Trevor Lacona out of Frederick, Maryland. Phillip Jordan into the front court on that right wing. Shepherd slowing it down offensively. Jarrell Jones down with it quickly. Around the outside to Kyle Daggett. John Preston from straightaway. He'll try the three, and he'll knock down the three. John Preston from just right of straightaway gives Shepherd the 5-4 lead.
That was a great shot there by Preston. Good setup. Got the ball in rhythm and was able to knock it down.
Lacona into the front court, being tightly guarded by Thomas Lang. Now back to Washington. Kelly had it momentarily before sending to Lacona. Has that tip out of bounds by Thomas Lang. It'll stay Lock Haven basketball.
And that's a good thing for Preston, though. Preston only shoots 35% from three, so getting him started early is huge.
Cerruti going to drive in, put up the floater. That one blocked by Jarrell Jones, and back the other way comes Phillip Jordan into the front court for Shepherd. Driving in, looking for a dish, gets it to Kyle Daggett. Can't handle it, can't come down with it either, and it's going to be Trevor Lacona coming back the other way quickly into the front court. Dangerous cross-court pass. Washington able to come down with it. He'll try a three from the left wing, and he'll knock it down, rattling it home. And Lock Haven takes a 2-point lead, 7-5. Phillip Jordan working on that left wing, working around Kyle Daggett. Now back out to John Preston. Jarrell Jones, product of Martinsburg High School, kicks it out to Kyle Daggett from the left wing. That one just scrapes the front of the rim. Misses, and now working back the other way is Lock Haven. Quick ball movement around the perimeter. Lacona now with it at the logo. PSAC logo, that is. Now he'll drive right on Thomas Lang. And obvious contact as Lacona going to the rim. That'll be the first foul on Thomas Lang today.
I don't think Lang liked that, but I got to tell you,
I can see the arm
from
here.
Me too. Me too.
Apparently John Alderton doesn't like the call.
Yeah. He's blinded.
That's why he's behind a camera.
He's blinded by his baldness, I guess.
Trevor Lacona at the line. First of two. That one spins around and drops.
You know, according to the stats, McPherson hit that last three-pointer. Was his first three-pointer he had taken all year long. He was 0 for 0 from three-point range, so he's shooting 1,000%.
Second foul shot up and good, and the Lock Haven lead out to a 9-5 advantage, 4-point lead. Shepherd basketball, Lang with it. Quick give and go with Daggett. And now it's Terrell Jones straight away. Thought he may have gotten away with sliding that right foot a bit.
Yeah, I think he might have as well.
No call, and he has the basketball back, trying to drive. Great take and finishing with the right hand. Great take by Terrell Jones from the top of the arc.
You know, I haven't seen Shepherd play much, but I've seen Terrell Jones play a lot when he was at Martinsburg, and exactly how I remember him playing. It was a great move.
Eli Washington loses it off of his foot. He was hoping that the referee would think it went off Phillip Jordan. I think a good call going off of the foot of Eli Washington. It'll be Shepherd basketball. Phillip Jordan into the front court. Looking to give it off to Thomas Lang, and does at the jump circle. Again, a quick give and go with Kyle Daggett. Now it's Terrell Jones going baseline, nowhere to go. Kicks it back out to Thomas Lang. Now back to Terrell Jones. Quick ball movement with Phillip Jordan now having it. Terrell Jones going to try to drive again. Tries to go into the corner to John Preston, stolen away. Going back the other way with it was Christian Kelly. He loses the ball because of contact. Going out of bounds, and that foul going to go on number 22, Phillip Jordan. Shepherd, the quick ball movement around the perimeter the last time up the court.
I was looking at two different rosters, and they have them numbered differently. So you kept saying Eli Washington, and I'm like, wait a second, they got him at a different number, but now I see what you're talking about. So
Washington in that number 11 running the point. We're going to get a foul away from the ball. I believe they're going to get Terrell Jones on the tug of the jersey down low. Driving down the lane was Matt Cerruti. And it looked like Jones pulled the back of that jersey just a little bit.
He did. And it's always funny when a player does something and they get caught doing it and they throw their hands up and go, I didn't do nothing. Oh.
You know you did. Just admit to it.
Admit it.
Inbounds goes to Cerruti, working on Daniel McLean-Corley, who pokes away momentarily. Kick back out on the left wing. That shot up and good. Christian Kelly knocks down the three to lead back out to 5 for Lock Haven, 12-7, 15-50. Remaining in the first half of this one, John Preston with the basketball on the right wing. Daniel McLean-Corley now with it. Working inside the arc, we're giving way to John Preston on the right wing. He'll pop from 3. That one rattles around, no good. Rebound for Lock Haven. Now quickly into the front court, it's Cerruti with it. Looking to drive, just kicks it out now on the right wing. 3 too strong on that side. Putting that shot up was Christian Kelly, trying a little heat check as he hit that last 3, the last time off the court. Now Daniel McLean-Corley going to drive in, looking for contact, but a good block down low. I believe that was Nasir Campbell, actually number 12 in the ball game, getting that block. Under 16 minutes is the first whistle we've had since then. That means time for the first media timeout here at the Butcher Center of the men's game. We'll take the 60-second break, and we'll be back. Right now it is Lock Haven 12, Shepherd 7.
Screwdriver.
Screwdriver.
Pliers.
Pliers.
Phone.
Care can be distracting.
Phone.
That's why our Whirlpool Smart Range lets you care smarter with control from anywhere. So life doesn't revolve around your range.
Give me that Phillips screwdriver, would you, kiddo?
Every day, care.
I think I'll keep you around.
Whirlpool.
Welcome back into the Butcher Center. John Alderton showing some of his nice dance moves.
If they had a Jumbotron, I would like to put him on the Jumbotron in here for everybody
I think he would have been on the Jumbotron for sure.
Too.
It'll be an inbound from the baseline for Shepherd.
Might have made one of those ESPN all-time greatest dancing moves.
I don't know if there's anything all-time great about that, but...
You didn't break a hip over there, did you? No, okay. I couldn't see past the bald spot.
Our referees had a question about something at the scorer's table, but now the inbound goes to Kyle Daggett from Phillip Jordan. Now John Preston with it, just right of the foul line, misses that one. Rebound by Christian Kelly. Now back the other way for Lock Haven. It'll be Eli Washington bringing it into the front court. Gives way to Nasir Campbell, who's going to drive that left side. Has that one blocked by Kyle Daggett down low. Good defense by Daggett to keep those feet moving. Back the other way comes Phillip Jordan looking for Daggett down low. Grabs it with the left hand. Finishes with the right. Great big man move by Kyle Daggett down low to get Shepherd back within 3, 12-9.
Nice look. Way to reward the big man for running down court. You know, that's important.
Cerruti with it momentarily. We're giving way to Campbell. Now back to Eli Washington. Gives it to Cerruti down low, gives that to Nasir Campbell down low. Has that shot blocked again by Kyle Daggett. So back-to-back possessions with a block.
Good hands.
The big man down low, Kyle Daggett.
Yeah, good hands for Daggett. You know, he gets the block at one end, the basket the other, and comes back down. He's making an impact right now.
Inbound from the baseline. Goes into Cerruti in that right corner. Looking to drive baseline before kicking it back outside. Lacuna had it momentarily, now driving in. Good bounce pass. It's Lacuna this time from the right corner off the back of the iron. No good. Ball popped up. Shot clock violation. The shot clock would reset with that ball hitting the rim. Thomas Lang going after the loose ball. They're going to say
he stepped on the
line going for that loose ball.
But I don't think that ball ever hit the rim, and I think that's what they're talking about right now. Should it have reset or what? But I don't know that it did hit the rim. What do you?
It hit the rim at some point throughout that possession. So I find it hard to believe that 60 seconds went through on that possession.
They're calling shots.
I'm not saying the last shot hit the rim, but at some point through that possession.
30 seconds, not 60 seconds.
Yeah, but it would have reset.
Right.
So it would have been more than, so not a full 60 seconds, but it would have been more than.
Either way, they call it a shot clock violation, and Shepherd gets the ball with a chance to cut it to one, maybe even tie the ball game.
Listen to that, the Shepherd broadcast crew lobbying for Lock Haven.
Yeah,
Don't say that we are biased at all. Thomas Lang from the left wing, that one no good. Rebound by Nasir Campbell. Quickly back into the offensive zone. Cerruti with it. He gives it back out top to Campbell, who had it momentarily. Now, Nasir Campbell driving, and he will draw contact. Should be a foul on the floor. It will be. It'll be a baseline inbound for Lock Haven. No real flow to this game yet, Jason.
No, and you know what? I'm going to be honest. There's not much energy in the gym right now because of the flow that's going on right now. So, you know, it seems real choppy at this point.
Getting that inbound coming from the baseline. Almost 5 seconds, but getting it in. Christian Kelly had it momentarily. Now Cerruti in that right corner. Back out top to Lacuna. Now it's Christian Kelly with it. He'll pull up from three, rattles around, no good. Daniel McLean-Corley with the rebound. Into the front court. McLean-Corley still with the basketball. Couple between the leg dribbles. And now around the perimeter, it's Phillip Jordan with it on the right wing. Looking for somewhere to give it off to. He finds Thomas Lang. This one, left corner, short off the iron. Rebound by Cerruti. Lock Haven basketball. Lacuna quickly up to Christian Kelly, who kicks it back out. Cerruti with it from straight away. That one rattles around, goes up, comes back down. And a good three for Lock Haven. They extend the lead to 6 at 15-9.
You know, last possession for Shepherd, Lang got a good wide open look. He's got to knock those down. But then Lock Haven did a good job of coming back down and making a three of their own to extend the lead.
Phillip Jordan giving off to Daniel McLean-Corley, working around a ball screen. It'll be Daniel McLean-Corley driving in, draws contact, and he should go to the line for two.
Good penetration there. I think it was the first player that got him, because that was the block itself was actually good, but I believe it was the player that was chasing him was the one that they called the foul on.
So it will be a inbound from the baseline.
Oh, they're calling that on the floor, yeah.
Yeah, they're calling that on the floor.
And I'm not surprised, like I said, I thought the guy chasing him was the one that fouled him, not necessarily the person trying to block it.
Inbound goes into Marcus Gorham, gives back to Phillip Jordan, who misses the three. Shepherd, like you will see every game, they're going to live and die by the three-pointer.
I mean, I'll tell you what, it might be warm outside, but right now the shooting inside is really cold.
Yeah, the Butcher Center has got some tight rims for this guy's game so far. It's been that way on both sides. Cerruti trying to penetrate, nothing doing. Kicks back out straight away. That three, no good. Put up by Mark Anthony. Let me get Fidelis. Wanted to make sure I got that last name right. First time we called his name tonight. Fidelis entering the ball game. Jarrell Jones from straight away. He'll try from deep and connects. Jarrell Jones hits the three. We have a timeout for a substitution real quick. Heard the immediate whistle.
That's because I believe there was an injury, and that's why they had to get the player out.
15-12, Shepherd back within 3. Working into the front court is Washington. Gives it to Cerruti, being tightly guarded by Jarrell Jones. Working around a ball screen is Eli Washington looking to penetrate Cerruti. Now going to drive in from the left side. Floater with the right hand too strong off the back of the iron. And John Preston will now bring it into the front court for the Rams. Driving in, kicks it out to Daniel McClain-Corley. That three off the iron, no good. And another missed three for Shepherd. Eli Washington giving it down low to Campbell momentarily. Now quick ball movement around the perimeter, playing a little inside out. Driving in with the left side was Nasir Campbell. Draws contact, and he should go to the line for 2.
Lockhaven's really trying to drive the ball to the middle and putting Shepherd in some precarious positions underneath the basket.
First foul under 12 minutes. Another media timeout here at the Butcher Center. We'll take the 1-minute timeout as well. We'll come back with 11:19 to play in the first half. Right now it is Lockhaven 15, Shepherd 12.
You care about your car, so you take it to the best mechanic. You love your dog, so you take it to a vet you trust. So why go with just anyone when it comes to your insurance? With a local Allstate agent, you get expert advice you can trust and the best coverage for you. And because they live in your community, you can always count on them to be there when you need them the most.
Call Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596. Subject to terms, conditions, and availability. At Anthony's Pizza Inwood location, nobody does it better. We make our own dough and we bake it fresh twice daily. That's freshly baked twice a day to make sure your pizza always tastes great. Take advantage of our Anthony's Pizza special offer. Get 2 large one-topping pizzas, just $17.99. And when you buy 3 12-inch subs, the 4th one's on us. For the best in freshly made pizzas, subs, calzones, stromboli, lasagna, and more, it's got to be Anthony's Pizza, 372 Middleway Pike in Inwood. Call 229-7373 for delivery. Anthony'sMenu.com.
Welcome back into the Butcher Center. We're on the campus of Shepherd University in historic Shepherdstown, West Virginia. 15-12 is the Lockhaven advantage right now over the home Rams. At the line shooting 2 is Nasir Campbell, a foul before that media timeout, so he has 2 upcoming, trying to extend that Lockhaven advantage.
Really seen some rough offensive possessions here between the two teams, like we were talking about. A lot of missed shots, rebound at both ends of the court.
Yeah, no flow to this game yet, and it's causing the energy to not quite be here in the Butcher Center like we expected. First foul shot for Nasir Campbell, up and through.
One of the keys I said was Lockhaven had to keep the crowd out of it, and thus far they really have.
Again, not a capacity crowd here, not a bad crowd at the Butcher Center. Again, crowd nice it is outside on this January Saturday. Nasir Campbell connects on both. Lead extended to 5 for Lockhaven, 17-12. Daniel McClain-Corley with it. Hasn't used that dribble yet. Gives it off to Thomas Lang at the top of the arc. Looks for Jarrell Jones. Finally runs it down. Working in on that low block, and then kicks it out to John Preston. Gives a little pump fake, and now we'll bring it back out. 10 seconds on that shot clock as Daniel McClain-Corley has it on the left wing. A couple between the leg dribbles. He'll pull up for 3. Misses that one short off the iron. And the rebound for Lockhaven coming down with it was Jesse McPherson. Eli Washington will pop from 3, the left wing 3 up and good for Eli Washington. 2012, that Lockhaven advantage extended to 8.
Second three-pointer of the game there. He's 2 for 2 from three-point range.
Daniel McClain-Corley will try again from straightaway. This time he connects on the 3. Shepherd back within 5, 20-15 on the 3 from Daniel McClain-Corley. Eli Washington now into the front court for Lockhaven as you start to hear the benches get a little more into it. Campbell had it momentarily before giving way to Fidelis. Again working down low. Campbell kicks it back outside. Fidelis. Mark Anthony Fidelis will take the three. That one misses. Rebound John Preston. Back the other way is Thomas Lang for Shepherd. Quickly into the front court. Now John pressing at a drive in the lane. Go up with the right hand, misses it. Gorham with the rebound offensively, and we'll get a jump ball down low as he was going up for the second chance opportunity. Possession arrow belongs to Lockhaven. Bald Eagle basketball. They hold the 5-point lead, 22-15 as we're under 10 to play in this first half. And both teams trying to find a little bit of rhythm. Has not come easily to start this basketball game. Driving in was Washington, draws contact, and that foul.
It's going to go on Lang.
Yeah, going to go on number 1, Thomas Lang. I believe that is number 2 for him, and it is, so he'll have to be careful as he will come out of the game. Coming back in is Phillip Jordan. That is a big loss for Shepherd if he's in foul trouble early. Thomas Lang, their leading scorer, coming in averaging just under 20 a game, Jason.
And he hasn't had a bucket in this game at all. He's really been out there, but he hasn't really been effective. He's missed a couple of open shots, and now he's in foul trouble. And you may not see him here in the first half, but unless this game starts to get away, and you got to bring him back in. But hopefully Shepherd will be able to keep this lead, or keep this where it's at right now, or build into it.
That was team foul number 7 on Shepherd, which is why that was a 1-and-1 for Washington. Missed that free throw. Shepherd basketball 10 on the shot clock as Phillip Jordan has on the left wing, looking down low to Kyle Daggett. Spins, uses the body, and finishes with a hook shot in the lane. Good big man move for Kyle Daggett as Shepherd back within 3, 2017.
You know, I tell you, I love the fact that you're seeing the hook shot and those kind of moves more and more in college basketball. There was a time where for a while, you weren't seeing those kind of moves, but they're starting to teach it again.
Cerruti on the outside, a spin move around a couple of blocks, and a traveling violation on Matt Cerruti. A turnover for Lockhaven. Shepherd basketball hoping to get within 1 or tie on this possession.
Good defense there by Shepherd. Collapsed him on the driver. That was something they weren't doing early in the game.
Phillip Jordan into the front court. Works around a slight ball screen from Daggett. Now McLean Corley with it on the right side, gives way to Kyle Daggett from the left wing. That three may have skimmed the rim, but don't think it hit anything. Believe that was an air ball. Phillip Jordan able to come down with the rebound, gives to Daggett in the lane, finishes with the finger roll with the right hand. Shepherd back within 1, 2019.
Daggett looks a little bit more comfortable underneath than he did. That's the second three-pointer I've seen him take, and both of them barely skimmed the rim.
Campbell had it momentarily, giving it back to Eli Washington, who sent Phillip Jordan sliding after a crossover dribble. Eli Washington, a very high dribble, could have easily been a carry as Campbell had it at the baseline, has to kick it back out. Now Cerruti with it at the PSAC logo. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Loose ball. Phillip Jordan had it momentarily. Now a jump opportunity. This should be a shot clock violation as no possession was ever fully established, and it will be a shot clock violation with 7:53 remaining in the first half. That means we're under 8 minutes. Another media timeout here at the Butcher Center with 7:53 remaining in the so far low scoring first half here in Shepherdstown. It is Lockhaven 20, Shepherd 19. We're back in 60 seconds. It's Shepherd Ram basketball on TV 10.
To see the inspirations of Mishu's tuxedo collection, look to the sky and stars. For the jewelry itself, come to Bechtel Jewelers for the Trunk Show, November 23rd and 24th. These playful pieces are a wonderland of sparkly blacks and whites, plus other festive colors. Gems like shimmering black druzy, onyx, and ice quartz adorn silver and gold. Enjoy sophisticated everyday elegance at the Trunk Show, November 23rd and 24th, and let your inner sparkle shine. Only at Bechtel Jewelers, Route 11 South, in Wood.
It's one of the toughest times you'll ever face when someone close to you passes away. It's a swirl of papers to sign and arrangements to be made, all while you're dealing with grief. At Brown Funeral Home, we encourage you to pre-plan. Pre-planning not only makes things easier for you, it protects you from rising costs. At Brown Funeral Home, our families are precious to us, and so are yours. Brown Funeral Home in Martinsburg, Inwood, and Charlestown, Ranson.
Welcome back into the Butcher Center 2019. Lockhaven still holding on to that 1-point lead, and we've said it coming out of just about every stoppage of play. Both teams still looking to get into a rhythm. Neither team has quite yet.
I was just told by the cameraman that he's the only one in the building with rhythm right now.
John Alderton firing shots at both teams. Phillip Jordan into the front court for Shepherd. Now gives it off to Daniel McLean-Corley. First round of ball screen from Kyle Daggett. He'll put up a shot. That one, I believe, may have been tipped on the way up and misses everything. Now coming down with it is Lock Haven. Into the front court is Lacona. Stops in the lane for giving it off to Christian Kelly. Now quick ball movement around the perimeter. Low block on Kyle Daggett. Good move down low by Jesse McPherson as he puts it up and in with the right hand.
Was a good move by McPherson.
22-19 at Lock Haven advantage. Daniel McLean-Corley will kick it out in the left corner. Daggett won't take the three. Instead, he's going to drive, spin move in the lane, going up with the left hand, rattles around, does not fall, but a great take by Kyle Daggett nonetheless. Just could not get it to fall. Lacona now in the front court for Lock Haven.
That's a couple of times now the Shepherds have had really good moves and just not been able to finish them.
Down low again to McPherson as McLean-Corley pokes that away. Now Lacona, a three from the left wing, and he knocks it down. Trevor Lacona knocks down the three. 25-19 at Lock Haven lead extended out to 6.
6 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first half. Low scoring ball game.
McLean-Corley with it, driving in the lane, kicks out to Daggett. He'll try another three. That one rattles around, no good. Shepherd cannot find consistency from beyond the arc. Driving in is Eli Washington on the left side, high off the glass. That misses. John Preston coming in with that rebound, actually batting it to Kyle Daggett for the rebound. Now into the front court is Phillip Jordan. Working around a slight ball screen. Jordan going to the rim, misses everything, but Daggett able to come down with it. Now John Preston, a pump fake. He'll try a three from straight away and knocks it down.
Did a nice job of taking one dribble, letting the player fly past him, get himself into rhythm, and knocked it straight down.
McPherson with it momentarily. Gets it off to Washington, back up top. Christian Kelly with it straightaway. That three too strong off the back of the iron. Let's see if Shepherd can come down and once again get back within one or tie it. Phillip Jordan looking to give it off, stolen away by Lacona. He was looking for Daniel McLean-Corley and was just too far away. It was a tough pass to make. This time it's Christian Kelly for three, and he rattles it home.
Wow. You know, I got to tell you, we brought it up early in the game that Lock Haven was only a 31% three-point shooting team, but they're getting them to fall here, and it's the difference in this game right now.
Timeout on the floor taken by Coach Nestor. Let's go ahead and take a 30-second break as well. Back in 30 seconds, 5:18 remaining in the first half. It's Lock Haven 28, Shepherd 22. Thomas Lang with the basketball into the front court for Shepherd, giving it to John Preston on that right wing. Cross-court pass to Lang. Now it's Cam Stevens entering the ball game in that left corner, the pride of Musselman High School in Bunker Hill. Straight away, it's Jarrell Jones with the step-back three. He knocks it down. Jarrell Jones, that's the only consistency from beyond the arc so far in this game. Nice step-back three, and Shepherd back within three, 28-25. Coach Namlick fired up on that bench, hoping that can be the start of a run, and we'll get a traveling violation on Trevor Lacona. Turnover, Lock Haven, Shepherd basketball, 4:47 remaining in the first half. Thomas Lang into the front court, working onto that left side. Now he'll bring it back outside, working down low on the pick and roll for Daggett. Daggett floater from about 6 feet and knocks it down. Shepherd back within one, 28-27.
I got to tell you, Daggett has had a good first half here. Really doing some good work on the inside.
Yeah, for a team that wants to get up and down the floor quickly and wants to shoot a lot of threes, Daggett has been a pleasant surprise down low today.
It really has. See that Lang's back in there with 2 fouls.
McPherson going to get called for the walk. Went up for what looked like it was going to be a short, about 8-foot shot, and came right back down with it. You thought it wasn't comfortable from the time he got that basketball.
No, he definitely wasn't. He wasn't ready to move. But as I mentioned, Thomas Lang came back into the game with 2 fouls, so it's going to be important for him to be able to play this last 4 minutes without picking up his third.
The give from Lang to Daggett. Daggett floater in the lane. He gets it to go. Kyle Daggett having one whale of the first half. Lockhaven basketball.
Shepherd with that basket regained the lead 29-28.
Lacona had it momentarily. We're giving way to Kelly. Cerruti had it again. Now to Lacona, driving in the lane with the left hand high off the window, but connects. 30-29, that Lockhaven advantage. 3:30 remaining in the first half. Thomas Lang will try a three from the right wing. That one, no good. Seemed like a little bit of a forced shot, Jason.
It definitely did, but you know, when you're the team's leading scorer and you haven't put any points up on the board, you're trying to find a way to score.
Lacona quickly to Christian Kelly, who's going to drive baseline, kicks it outside to Lacona. Pump fakes a pass and will try the three from straight away. That one misses, rattling off the rim. Lang now with it in the front court for Shepherd, working quickly into that front court, giving it to Cam Stevens. Kyle Daggett now straight away, gives it to John Preston on that right wing. Preston working around a ball screen. Now to Jarrell Jones, looking to drive back out to Preston. Little pump fake driving the lane, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. Will be the third team foul. See who that foul goes on. Looks like it's going to be a 1-1. Going to go on Eli Washington with that whistle. We have our final media timeout of the first half with 2:48 remaining in the half. We'll go into this break with Lockhaven clinging to a 1-point lead, 30-29, back in 60 seconds. This is Shepherd Ram basketball on TV 10.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Making the decision to purchase your first or your next home is one of the biggest you'll ever make. You need local partners you can trust to make the process easy, quick, and affordable. Trust the experience and dependable professionals at CNB Bank. Our mortgage lenders and our decision makers are local, and we have the advantage of on-site underwriters. With our 9 locations in Berkeley Springs, Hedgesville, Martinsburg, Hancock, and new locations in Spring Mills and Hagerstown, we are right around the corner wherever you may be. We are CNB Bank. Welcome home.
2:48 remaining in the first half here at the Butcher Center. Lockhaven, the 1-point advantage, 30-29. Matt Crawford along with Jason Colbert, John Alderton, our TV 10. Cameraman Eric Sterick is our studio engineer. Inbound goes to Cam Stevens. Quickly back out to Daniel McLean-Corley straight away. He looks for Philip Jordan driving and make that. Jarrell Jones driving towards the basket. He'll draw contact and go to the line for 2.
Jarrell took that pretty strong to the basket. Looked like he was going to try to put that one down.
And you saw the quickness of Jarrell Jones. Said you've been watching him since his days at Martinsburg High School, and I believe that speed's been there since those days at Martinsburg High School.
It's always been there. I can remember him playing as a sophomore, and he's always just had that speed. And he's always had this knack of making it look like he's not really playing and then just explode. Remember that, John?
Knocking down a pair of free throws. Lacona into the front court. Has it poked away by Cam Stevens, but Lacona able to run it down. We're giving it to Cerruti, working around a ball screen, working and uses that offhand to push off a little bit of Jarrell Jones. Loose ball, run down by Lacona.
Jarrell may have gotten away with a foul there.
Campbell with it on that left wing, 6 seconds on the shot clock. He's going to drive left side, misses the shot, rolls around the rim, and off. Thomas Lang with the rebound. Shep with a 1-point advantage, see if they can capitalize. Lang going to drive down the left side, high off the glass of the left hand, misses that one too strong, and Lacona going to bring it back the other way for Lockhaven. On that left wing, picks up the dribble, and finds Cerruti. We're giving away to number 10, Christian Kelly. Driving in is Cerruti on that right side, puts it off the glass, and a great take by Matt Cerruti. 32-31, 1:40 remaining in the first half. Lockhaven gains the lead once again. Thomas Lang looking to drive, kicks out to Cam Stevens. Now Jarrell Jones in that left corner. Nowhere to go with it. We'll find Cam Stevens on that low block. and not somewhere Cam Stevens wants to do with the basketball. Gives it to Terrell Jones. Now it's going to be Stevens from the left wing. That one misses short off the iron. Into the front court is Eli Washington for Lock Haven. We near a minute and 15 left to play in the first half.
One thing I will say is even though teams are missing, it feels like there's a little bit more of a flow to the game versus...
Cerruti tries a three and knocks it down just left of straight away. 35-31, and yeah, you get the feeling there is that rhythm starting to pick up in this ball game. Took a little while to get there, as we are just getting under a minute to play in the first half.
I feel like the crowd's even starting to get into it.
Thomas Lang will try his left from beyond the arc from the right wing, no good, but a offensive rebound by Kyle Daggett, tipped out. Now Terrell Jones going to get called for the offensive foul, use that offhand to push off, and a good call.
Yeah. And you know, it's easy to do though. I mean, you're trying to make a move back, and it's a natural reflex to stick that arm out, and the referees are going to call that every time they see it. Notice I said every time they see it.
Yes. Isn't always the case every time it happens.
Right. About 60% of the time they see it.
Getting up a little damp spot on the floor on that low block.
Hey, for the girls' game, they had to do it themselves. For the guys' game, they actually had somebody to do it for them.
Shepherd looking like they're going to put on some press here in the backcourt. A little slight man-to-man press that they immediately back off. Poking pressure in the backcourt. Soft press. Now it's Washington into the front court. Cerruti now with it, the PSAC logo. Looking for a screen, goes the opposite side. He'll try a three from the right wing, knocks it down. Matt Cerruti, back-to-back threes for Lock Haven. Their lead extends to 7 with 23 seconds left.
Same exact thing, and gives a foul just to kind of throw off a rhythm.
Give to Lang from the left wing. That three rattles home. Great shot for Thomas Lang as the buzzer sounds. Lang hits a three with about a second left in the first half. Draw Shepherd back within 4, 38-34, your halftime score. Shepherd will go into the locker room down by 4 at the half. A 2-minute timeout, then we're back to start the halftime show. We'll include analysis from the first half, also stats from the first half. We'll also tell you some scores from around the PSAC today. Again, that all coming up in the halftime show after this 2-minute timeout at the half. It is Lock Haven 38, Shepherd 34.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Your local Erie agent in Martinsburg is Smallwood & Small Insurance. Get a quote at smallwoodandsmall.com.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
Welcome back into our broadcast position here at the Butcher Center. Halftime between Lock Haven and Shepherd, 38-34. That Lock Haven advantage, and both teams struggled offensively for the majority of that first half. You saw a rhythm a little bit once you got to that 4-minute TV timeout or media timeout here at the Butcher Center, but until that, it was a rough game to watch offensively on both sides.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And you got Shepherd's leading scorer, Thomas Lang, who didn't have a basket till right at the buzzer there to start to end the half, but both teams just really struggled offensively. We talked about in the pregame that Shepherd shot 40% from the three-point line, and Lock Haven shot 31% from the three-point line. And looking at the stats, right now, Lock Haven shooting over 50% from the three-point line. It's shocking.
Yeah, 15 shots put up to Shepherd's 18 shots beyond the arc. Shepherd hitting 6 to Lock Haven's 8, so 33% for Shepherd in the first half. We'll get into these stats a little bit later on in the halftime show, but Shepherd's got to come out, got to adjust offensively in the second half. There's no reason that with the way they were playing defensively and forcing a couple of bad shots for Lock Haven, they shouldn't be ahead in this game if they can convert and adjust to, I think, go down low more. You look at the first half, Kyle Daggett he was the offense. He was the consistency in that offense, and it was working down low in the low block and in the paint.
No, it absolutely was. He had a great first half. Jarrell Jones had a good first half. He hit a couple of threes, but he was also inside as well. So I think they can actually exploit this Lock Haven team inside and maybe change your thought process from working outside to inside, work inside to outside, and maybe get some more open three-point shots. That's kind of what I would do at this point, is maybe play it the opposite way.
We'll see if and what adjustments Coach Namalik makes at the half, along with Coach Mike Nestor for Lock Haven. All right, another 2-minute timeout to take. When we come back, we'll take a look at some scores from around the PSAC today. Some guys action, a busy day in PSAC basketball doubleheader action today. We'll take a look at some of those scores coming up next after this 2-minute timeout. This is Shepherd Ram Basketball on TV 10.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
Let's talk trash, because when it comes to trash, you have options. Panhandle Dumpsters is a local family-owned garbage hauling company serving both residential and commercial customers with weekly trash pickup, dumpster service, yard waste pickup, and bulk pickups too. Panhandle Dumpsters will give you a free trash can and provide curbside service for just $23 a month. Panhandle Dumpsters features a fleet of quieter, eco-friendly garbage trucks, thereby reducing the noise usually associated with pickup. Switch now and save up to 30%. Call 833-DUMP-STR, panhandledumpsters.com.
West Virginia's a Republican state, so why elect a worn-out tax-raising Joe Manchin retread as governor instead of a real Republican like Michael Folk? Mike Folk's the strong pro-Trump conservative who will ban sanctuary cities, stop red flag gun laws, rebuild our roads, and fight liberal tax schemes. Mike Folk's opponents, Justice and Thrasher, two worn-out tax-raising Manchin retreads. Justice pushed a liberal tax scheme, then switched parties for his own personal gain, and Thrasher, an empty-suit Justice Democrat who switched parties after backing Justice's massive tax hike scheme. Jim Justice, Woody Thrasher, two worn-out tax-raising Manchin retreads. They've blown their chance. Mike Folk for governor. Because it's time for a change. Time for a conservative change. Michael Folk, governor.
I'm Mike Folk. West Virginia needs a strong conservative Republican who supports the Constitution, President Trump, and always puts taxpayers first.
Paid for by Michael Folk for governor.
64 win against Lock Haven.
Yeah, that was a good game. It really was. I mean, it was a tale of Shepherd kept getting a 10-point lead. Lock Haven would create some turnovers, get themselves back in it, but ultimately at the end, the big three for Shepherd was just too much for Lock Haven.
Shippensburg winning a tight one against East Stroudsburg, 70-68. A good win for Ship on the road. Another tight game. Edinburgh was at Cal UP, 73-72.
Wow.
Edinburgh getting the win over nationally ranked Cal. 65-64 was Pitt Johnstown getting the win over Clarion on the road. Westchester getting the 66-46 win over Mansfield. Slippery Rock falling on the road at Seton Hill, 82-76. And Kutztown getting the 59-45 win at Mercyhurst. So right now, in girls action, at least earlier, being the home team didn't mean a whole lot. Just 2 home wins, and Shepherd being one of those women's action today.
I'm glad the Shepherd Rams pulled that one out then.
Right you are. All right, time to take a look at some games going on. Some already in the second half on the men's side. 43-30 in the second half as Mercyhurst lead over Kutztown. Seton Hill is playing Slippery Rock, 39-26 at the half. Slippery Rock ahead in that one. But Westchester has a 43-36 lead in the second half over Mansfield, 17-32 remaining in that ball game. Already 2 minutes into the second half as well between Edinburgh and Cal. Cal with the 54-44 lead in that one. And East Stroudsburg and Shippensburg, they still have 2:52 remaining in their first half of action. It is a 10-point lead for East Stroudsburg, 31-21. There's your out-of-town scoreboard for what else is going on around the PSAC. Under 6 minutes till we start the second half. Let's go ahead and take one more 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll take a look at these stats from the first half and get you ready for the second half of action here from Shepherdstown. Again, at the half, it is Lock Haven 38, Shepherd 34.
Maytag knows extra dirty clothes need extra cleaning power. That's why the power of the extra power button makes Maytag extra powerful. Wow, dirt doesn't stand a chance against this kind of power. Get a load of this. That laundry is stacked. Not bad, huh? The Maytag extra power button. More muscle to tackle the tough job.
West Virginia's a Republican state, so why elect a worn-out tax-raising Joe Manchin retread as governor instead of a real Republican like Michael Folk? Mike Folk's the strong pro-Trump conservative who will ban sanctuary cities, stop red flag gun laws, rebuild our roads, and fight liberal tax schemes. Mike Folk's opponents, Justice and Thrasher, 2 worn-out tax-raising Manchin retreads. Justice pushed a liberal tax scheme, then switched parties for his own personal gain, and Thrasher, an empty-suit Justice Democrat who switched parties after backing Justice's massive tax hike scheme. Jim Justice, Woody Thrasher, 2 worn-out tax-raising Manchin retreads. They've blown their chance. Mike Folk for governor. Because it's time for a change. Time for a conservative change. Michael Folk, governor.
I'm Mike Folk. West Virginia needs a strong conservative Republican who supports the Constitution, President Trump, and always puts taxpayers first.
Paid for by Michael Folk for governor.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
Right. For Shepherd in the first half, they were 12 for 31, 38.7%, so we'll round that up, 39% from the field in the first half. From beyond the arc, 6 for 18, that's 33%, and a perfect 4 for 4 from the line. Jason, some individual numbers.
Shepherd was led by Kyle Daggett and Jarrell Jones, both with 10 points. John Preston had 6 points. Daniel
McLean-Corley,
well, my eyes, I told you I'm getting old, man. He had 5. And Thomas Lang, the leading scorer for Shepherd, hit a late 3, but that's the only 3 points that he had. Shepherd really needs to get him going here in the second half if they're going to have an opportunity to win this ball game. For Lock Haven, they were led in scoring with 11 points by Matt Carrick. Eli Washington had 8. Trevor Lacona. Take away the U.
You think that's Lacona? I asked Rob Mario about that. He is a football coach at Oakdale and does the morning show at our radio station. And he coached him in youth league soccer, so it is Lacona. I got that pronunciation yesterday.
And now that I know, Trevor Lacona had 9 points. Christian Kelly had 3. And Jesse McPherson had 2. So there were 6 people that scored for Lock Haven and only 5 for Shepherd. Shepherd's got to get a little bit more contribution from some other people, but we talked about it. Jarrell Jones and Daggett. Jarrell had 2 3-pointers and a couple of nice shots on the inside as well. And Daggett, he was a monster inside. He put up 3 3-pointers and missed all 3 of them. However, on the inside, he did all of his work.
All right, there are your stats from the first half. Let's take one more 1-minute timeout, one more 60-second break, then we'll be back at the start of second half action. This is Shepherd Ram Basketball on TV 10.
If you have been injured in an auto accident or due to someone's negligence and you want to know what your rights are, call Ferretti Law Office at 264-8505 to discuss your claim for free. Attorney Joe Ferretti is prepared to answer your questions and explain your options. Put Joe Ferretti's legal experience and history of proven results in your corner to fight the bullies from the insurance companies. At Ferretti Law Office, we're here to help you win.
For over 36 years, Green Tree Realty has been helping the Shepherdstown community find a place to call home. Our friendly team is ready to help you navigate the market and is your trusted resource, complete with a wealth of experience and local knowledge. For those looking to buy land, commercial property, or a home, we'll help you find the perfect fit. From staging and negotiations to closing and beyond, we're with you every step of the way.
Getting ready for the second half of action as Shepherd has made their way back onto the hardwood. The maroon jerseys of Lock Haven making their way. As the buzzer does work here at the Butcher Center, can confirm they've blown it about 4 times in the last minute.
I think they should do it one more time.
Inbound goes to Thomas Lang as the clock starts here at the second half of the Butcher Center. Shepherd down by 4, 38-34. John Preston on that right wing. Gives it to Thomas Lang, now working down low. It's Phillip Jordan on that low block. Has it poked away out of bounds. It'll stay Shepherd basketball.
I think Lock Haven disagreed with that, but from our angle, it looked like that the Lock Haven player was the one that knocked it out of bounds.
Inbound will be from the R in Shepherd for Thomas Lang. Gets it into Kyle Daggett, who has it just inside the three-point line in that right corner. Working down low, will go up in the lane, misses that one short. Good take by Kyle Daggett, missed it short, and back the other way comes Trevor Lacona into the front court for Lock Haven.
With the success he's had inside, I like that move. I'd like to see him continue to make that strong move today.
Traveling violation in the lane on the spin move. It was Christian Kelly driving the lane before dishing it off, hit a spin in the lane. It took 3, 4, 5 steps before dishing it off.
Well, I was actually about to say, man, he just got away with the travel, but he didn't.
Thomas Lang now going around a ball screen set by Kyle Daggett. Going up for the shot, loses the basketball, goes about 15 feet in the air. Now sends it to Daniel McLean-Corley on the right wing, and he knocks down a 3 to get Shepherd back within 1, 38-37. Daniel McLean-Corley looking at his first half numbers. Jason finished with 5 points, so now 8 on the ball game.
I disagree with that. He knocked down 2 3-pointers in the first half. I remember both of them.
Runner in the lane missed, rolled around on the shot by Christian Kelly. I believe they called one of them a long 2, not a 3.
Okay.
He has the ball again. That's Daniel McClain Corley driving lane, going up, draws the foul, and he'll go to the line for 2. See who they get that on. Looks like it's going to be a 1-2, so that foul going on. And Nasir Campbell, who's not in the ball game, have that put up on the scoreboard as a 1-2. That will be Nasir Campbell, who's not in the ball game. So not sure.
I wonder if that should have been just a 2. Not take off the 1 and make. No, he's in there, and that's him sitting over under.
Is that the low ball? It is.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he's sitting right next to Dockett.
You are correct. My eyes were deceiving me there. You were talking about that at the halftime.
Yeah, and I'm the one that's 50 years old, not you.
McClain Corley ties it up at 38. Gets 1 of 2, and then a foul well away from the basket at the jump circle on Jarrell Jones.
You know, I don't mind the referees making that call. I really don't. I think it's a good call. He was impeding the player, but you didn't call it the entire first half. You can't change the rules of what you're going to call in the second half versus the first half, and that's what he just did.
Eli Washington looking to drive left, picks up his dribble. Cerruti now with it. Going around a pick set by Campbell, and Matt Cerruti hits it in the lane. Lock Haven connects and takes the lead 40-38. Out in front by 2. Thomas Lang working on the outside. He'll put up an off balance three. That one hits the front of the rim, and again, one of those shots that feels like was a little forced by Thomas Lang, trying to get into a rhythm.
He's been forcing it. You know, obviously he feels a little bit of pressure, and you know he's had a couple of really bad shots.
Lacona working a down low. Campbell with the low base. Good spin move on Kyle Daggett. Faked inside, went outside on the baseline, and finished at the rim. A 4-point lead once again for Lock Haven, 42-38.
Nice job keeping Daggett right on his back hip as well. You know, and he felt the body, and he spun where he didn't feel the body.
Jarrell Jones, 3 from the right wing. Count it, and the foul.
So I think the foul was on a player on Lang, okay, but not on Jarrell. So that's why he's not going to shoot free throws, but it was at the same time Jarrell was shooting. So I'm confused.
Well, they're putting it up as a 2, so either way it was a long 2, not a 3.
Okay, but the foul was not, he was outside the line though.
It certainly looked like it from right. Okay, they do add one more. It was a 3.
Okay, it was a 3,
Jarrell
but
Jones. And now it's going to be an inbound from the baseline because the foul occurred away from the ball. Let's try another 3 for Thomas Lang. He rattles it home. So about 2 threes in the course of about 3 seconds to put Shepherd out in front, 44-42. That's about as quick of a 6-0 run as you're going to have in the game of basketball.
You know, that was a great 2 possessions right there for Shepherd. And Lang, it's good to see Lang connect.
3 back at the other end. That's Christian Kelly with the rebuttal, and just like that, Lock Haven out in front by 1, 45-44. Thomas Lang double team, gets it away to John Preston. Preston straight away, gives it up to Daniel McClain Corley. Hesitates, now gets it back over to Preston. Now to Daggett from straight away. Quick ball movement around the perimeter. Ball screen for Daniel McClain Corley down the lane. Went for the flush and just couldn't hang on to it all the way. Hit off the back of the rim, did not fall back quickly the other way. Finishing at the rim is Nasir Campbell.
I feel like he got pushed a little bit, and that's why he was a little bit off balance, and they didn't get the call on that last missed dunk.
47-44, 16:35 remaining in the ball game. John Preston with the basketball quickly to Jarrell Jones on the left wing, working back inside, now pulls it back out. He'll take a step back 3, misses it short at the front of the rim. Thomas Lang had it momentarily, but eventually run down by Trevor Lacona. Eli Washington into the front court, running the offense for Lock Haven. Now Campbell gets it back to Eli Washington on that right wing. Cerruti going to drive, floater from the foul line. That one misses off the side of the rim. Rebound John Preston, back the other way is Thomas Lang for Shepherd. Lang gives it off to Daniel McClain Corley. Top of the key as he will give away to John Preston. Preston back to McClain Corley. He'll take a few steps inside the arc and pop from about 18 feet and knock it down.
Nice move right there. You know, I think he wanted to shoot the 3, but he saw he needed to create a little bit of space, and he did, and threw it up, and it went in. A lot of pushing off going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of contact down low. Play continues. Eli Washington, great pass to a cutting Matt Cerruti, but he misses it short. And back the other way comes Shepard. It was a great pass by Washington, great cut by Cerruti. Just couldn't do the part that mattered, and that was score at the rim. 47-46, Lock Haven a 1-point lead. John Preston shows the pump fake for getting back to the top of the key. Jarrell Jones now with it. Playing Corley being tightly guarded, looking to drive in the lane. He'll use that right hand, and he'll get called for the player control foul. Great job by Matt Cerruti down low, keeping those feet set. It looks like Daniel McClain Corley coming up a little slow on that one. Luckily, he'll have a few minutes to shake that one off as we have our under-16 media timeout.
Yeah, I don't know whether he came up sore or he was a little bit embarrassed or disappointed in that play more.
1 minute timeout to take for the media timeout. We'll come back with 15:03 left to play in the ball game. It is Lock Haven 47, Shepherd 46.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back into the Butcher Center. 15:03 remaining in the ball game. A 1-point contest. Lock Haven holds the 47-46 lead. They also hold possession and have the basketball. Eli Washington being tightly guarded by Phillip Jordan finally gets across that timeline. Cerruti now with it on the right wing. Pass down low. It's Campbell with it. Goes up. Has that shot blocked by Kyle Daggett. Pinned it against the backboard. Thomas Lang into the front court, gives it to John Preston. Now back out to Thomas Lang, who will set up the offense. Over to Jordan on that right wing. Now Preston again with it quickly to Daniel McClain Corley on that left wing. Now to John Preston. He'll try the long three. Misses that one short off the iron. Rebound for Nasir Campbell. And back the other way comes Lock Haven.
I like the flow of the offense there for Shepherd. For a bit they were standing around just looking at each other, but they're in constant movement trying to create good shots.
Cerruti with it, has not used that dribble yet. Waiting for a ball screen. He gets it from Campbell, looking for a little pick and roll. He sends it out to that left side. Three ball up, too strong off the back of the iron. That shot put up by Christian Kelly. It is Phillip Jordan working quickly, dishes it out to Daniel McClain Corley. Now some quick ball movement around the top of the key. Ends up with a pass down low to Thomas Lang, who finishes at the rim with the right hand. Great pass from John Preston.
I don't even think Lock Haven just inbounded the ball. I think the ball just started coming floating and they just kind of flipped it to each other.
Well, that's more of a formality anyway. Let's try Eli Washington from the right side. That one no good. Last tip off of Lock Haven. Believe that one last off of Nasir Campbell before going out of bounds. It's Shepherd basketball, the 1-point lead. You're nitpicking now. Inbounding the basketball.
Yeah, I guess, make it take. Let's just play.
Gotta look at the details.
Let's play make it take it from going now.
Be getting shirts and skins here in a minute. Phillip Jordan driving, draws contact. That foul gonna go down low on number 1. And that is a new name we have. Khalik Campbell. First time we've called his name tonight, just coming into the ball game. The 5'7" junior from Chester, PA.
McClain Corley just went out of the game and Jarrell Jones came back in, but you got to love that young man's energy there for the start. I love the fact that he was just taking the ball hard to the basket. He started the game that way and stopped doing it. If he comes back in, let's hope he continues that.
Ball thrown away. It'll be a turnover for Shepherd. Thomas Lang was the intended target. Goes out of bounds. Lock Haven basketball. Lacona, tightly guarded by Phillip Jordan in the backcourt. Eventually gets across that timeline. Gives to Cerruti. on that right wing, working in, uses that offhand, gets right past Jarrell Jones, and finishes off the glass with the right hand. Great take. 49-48, Lockhaven back out in front by 1, just trading baskets right now are the Rams in Lockhaven. Body foul away from the basket. That's going to go on Nasir Campbell. And that'll be foul number 3 on Campbell.
That was a quick break there for McLean Corley. He's back in the game just that fast.
Apparently Coach Namlick didn't like what he saw out of the team with him on the bench.
Yeah, not necessarily. They gave Lang, they put Lang down for the final minute or so here before the next media timeout to give him a break.
Jarrell Jones with it. He's got it straight away. Thought about the 3. Now on the low block, it's Kyle Daggett. Kicks it back out to Jarrell Jones. Straight away 3, knocks it down. Jarrell Jones from beyond the arc. He's been one of the more consistent ones from beyond the arc today on either side.
Yeah, that's his 4th three-pointer of the game and leading scorer in the game right now.
And now you hear the Shepherd bench starting to get into it. Lacona driving on Jones, hit the brakes. Now working on the low block is Campbell. And we're going to get a foul down low. That one, believe, going to go on 1-1, Kyle Daggett.
12 minutes, 18 seconds. Shepherd's leading by 2, 51-49. Really a back-and-forth game after Shepherd was down by 4 at halftime and was able to regain the lead. Each team has just been trading baskets. But there's definitely more of a rhythm into this game at this point.
Little hesitation driving in, overpass, but a great job adjusting down low. And now off the foot of Christian Kelly out of bounds. Turnover, Lockhaven. It was a high pass from Khalid Campbell down low. I thought it was a good job by Christian Kelly just to be able to come down with the basketball and keep possession.
Yeah, it absolutely was, but I wonder why he didn't keep it above his head, though. A lot of times you bring it down, smaller players are able to take it from you.
McLean Corley working around the arc, gives it to Phillip Jordan. I'll make that Jarrell Jones. Again, 3-2, Jarrell Jones. Now it's Phillip Jordan with it driving in the lane. Kicks it out to Jarrell Jones. Driving baseline. Giving it was looking for John Preston, but missed that pass. But Daggett able to run it down. 4 seconds, 3 seconds. That shot goes too strong. Tipped away and back the other way is Cerruti. Fights through contact, looking for a foul. Probably should have got one. And now a turnover for Lockhaven going back the other way. Jarrell Jones trying to run it down, but quicker than him was Khalid Campbell. Sloppy basketball the last couple of possessions. Lacona, 3, got it. That was a unique couple of possessions. That was very quick for both sides.
It was. I got to tell you, you say Jarrell Jones, somebody quicker, then that's surprising. I told you, I've watched him play for years, and very rarely have you ever seen anybody quicker than him, but he was.
It is Jarrell Jones with the basketball right now. Works around the ball screen, looking to drive in on that high post. Kicks it back out to John Preston. Preston with that ball fake. Kicks it back out to Jones. Again, Jones with the ball fake, but he slid that foot, a traveling violation, and another turnover for Shepherd. Media timeout, or under 12 media timeout with 10:55 remaining in the ball game. A tight one. Don't go anywhere. We got a good game in front of us. 52-51 Lockhaven, the 1-point advantage. We're back in 60 seconds. This is Shepherd Ram basketball on TV 10.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Welcome back in to Shepherdstown, West Virginia. We're at the Butcher Center on the campus of Shepherd University in a good PSAC juggernaut basketball. I wasn't going to use basketball game. I was trying to think of something more clever, and the brain didn't want to work. Contest is what we will we'll call it.
Doesn't surprise me your brain doesn't work sometimes.
You know what I've called going on 3 straight hours of basketball. Sometimes you run out of words. 10:55 remaining in the game between Lock Haven and Shepherd. 52-51 is that Eagle lead.
Just eerily got quiet in here again. You
It did. It does that after every media timeout. Lock Haven basketball. Lacona gives it quickly around the outside. Now with it driving in is Campbell. Nasir Campbell misses that one short. Thomas Lang comes down with the rebound and will quickly move it up into the front court. Driving down low, loses the basketball out of bounds. Last touched, they're going to say, off of a Lock Haven player. I don't know how. It was Lang who was kind of shielding everybody else out, but Shepherd will take it. It'll be their basketball inbounding from the baseline.
Preston got away with a foul there underneath at the other end of the basket. Hit him right on the elbow.
Inbound goes to Kyle Daggett. Still holds that basketball, looking for somebody to give it off to. He finds one, John Preston at the foul line. Looking to drive in, draws contact. It'll be a foul on the floor. Seeing who they get that on. Looks like it's going to be a foul on 2-0. So that is Matt Cerruti going to pick up his first foul of the ball game.
Daggett's been a little bit quiet on the offensive end since starting off the first half with 10 points.
You can credit that to defensive adjustments by Lock Haven, I think.
You think so?
Good adjustments at the half, not allowing him the quick moves down low that he had. And he's starting with the basketball right there a lot. He was starting a little bit closer to the basket in that first half.
I don't think he's posting up as much as what he was in the first half, and he's looking about that three-point line.
McPherson playing him very tight, too. I think McPherson playing him better than anybody else has so far in this game. Thomas Lang pulls up from straight away and knocks down the three. Puts Shepherd ahead by 2. 54-52 as we've reached the halfway point here in the second half. Under 10 to play in this one.
You know, Lang is such a good scorer. You knew that they wouldn't be able to keep him down the entire game. They did a good job in the first half, but he's really done a nice job of getting his shot and not forcing his shot in the second half.
And Cerruti going back and forth. It was only a matter of time before the foul was called, going back and forth with McLean Corley. He picks up the foul. It's his third foul, so something to keep an eye on with 9:50 remaining in the ball game. Inbound from the baseline following the foul. It'll go back to Trevor Lacona, quickly to Khalid Campbell. Cerruti now with it, going around a ball screen, going in. He's got a lane to the left side, finishes at the rim with the left hand. Great take, Matt Cerruti.
Nice move. Split the two defenders and right to the basket, attacked it and finished strong. Tie ball game, 54-54, 9 minutes, 30 seconds left.
Daniel McLean Corley with it in the left corner. Works back out top. Daggett had it momentarily before giving way to Phillip Jordan. Jordan works around a ball screen, then will hit Daggett at the low post. Floater on the low block and finishes. Great shot, Kyle Daggett. There's one of those big man moves you were looking for.
Oh, I love that big man move. You know, set a pick, roll to the basket, get it back to him. You got to reward the big men for doing things like that.
56-54, 9 minutes left to play in this one. Lacona behind the back pass. All it leads to is a setup of the offense. Cerruti banks it off the window and connects on the three just right of straight away. It's 4 o'clock on a Saturday. The banks aren't open anymore.
Obviously, the bank is still open here in Shepherdstown, so you better rush out and get your money.
57-56. Like how you and I both had the same thought on that one. Try a three for Thomas Lang. That one short off the front of the iron. Khalid Campbell quickly into the offensive end. Finds Cerruti cutting. Misses the underhand finger roll shot. Back the other way comes Thomas Lang. No numbers, but look at the speed for Thomas Lang going to the basket. Lays it up and in with the right hand.
Wow, he just exploded with that ball down court.
And that fired up Thomas Lang. You can see it in his eyes right now. He is ready to go. Leading scorer, hoping to fire up this crowd. Shepherd, the 1-point lead, 58-57. Khalid Campbell, the basketball for Lock Haven.
That's the loudest I've heard the crowd since this game started.
Cerruti lost the basketball, was able to run it down and collect his dribble. 9 seconds left on the shot clock. Cerruti has it, gives it to Khalid Campbell. He's going to take the long three. That one no good. Coming down with the rebound is Phillip Jordan. Shepherd's got numbers. If they can push it, it's a 5-on-4. Jordan working inside the arc. Gives it to Thomas Lang. He'll try the straightaway three. That one no good. That was Lang trying to bring the house down with that.
Yeah, he wasn't. He got fouled on the play too, though.
Working quickly into the offensive end. That's a player control foul on Nasir Campbell. Offensive foul. And it'll go back to Shepherd with 7:42 remaining in the ball game. That'll be our under 8 TV timeout. And now we're getting into a rhythm of some college basketball.
Yes,
Jason.
we are. It feels good. I mean, you got two teams that are fighting for this win, and it's really been fun at this point.
7:42 remaining in the ball game. We'll take the 1-minute timeout when we come back. Don't go anywhere. It's going to be a fun one. 58-57 Shepherd, the 1-point advantage. We're back in 1 minute. This is Shepherd Ram basketball on TV 10.
These are more than just the sounds of a safe place to go after school. These are the sounds of interest being ignited and of mentors making an impact. At Boys and Girls Clubs, we don't do just one thing. We do whatever it takes to meet the needs of every kid who comes through those doors. Because whatever it takes is what it takes to build great futures. Great futures start here.
Let's talk trash, because when it comes to trash, you have options. Panhandle Dumpsters is a local family-owned garbage hauling company serving both residential and commercial customers with weekly trash pickup, dumpster service, yard waste pickup, and bulk pickups too. Panhandle Dumpsters will give you a free trash can and provide curbside service for just $23 a month. Panhandle Dumpsters features a fleet of quieter, eco-friendly garbage trucks, thereby reducing the noise usually associated with pickup. Switch now and save up to 30%. Call 833-DUMP-STR, panhandledumpsters.com.
Welcome back into the Butcher Center, 58-57. Great PSAC action here in Shepherdstown today. Shepherd with the 1-point advantage, 7:42 remaining in the ball game. Ram basketball. It'll be Philip Jordan bringing it into the front court. Jordan goes around a ball screen set by Kyle Daggett. Now quickly works to Daniel McLean. Corley on that right wing. That one no good, but John Preston getting the offensive rebound. Now Thomas Lang will set up the offense. Gets it back to Philip Jordan. Jordan again working around Kyle Daggett. Nowhere to go. He'll pull up just right of the foul line. Missed that one short. Good defense by Kalik Campbell.
Kind of falling away a little bit on that shot and didn't go straight up or towards the rim a little bit. And obviously with his shot came up short.
Cerruti has it on that right wing. He'll work around the ball screen, still behind the arc. He'll put up a contested three. That one too strong, but a defensive rebound down low. That is Jesse McPherson, and he draws contact.
Watching McPherson and Dackett play against each other down low, those two are really being physical with each other, and with McPherson, he got switched off by Dackett got switched off of him and put him in a good position. But watch those two battle has been fun.
Inbound goes to Nasir Campbell. Now back to Lacona. Poked away by Thomas Lang. Now Lacona back with it. That one last touched off Philip Jordan before going out of bounds. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 6:41 on that game clock. Inbound from the baseline. It is Cerruti with it. Working down that low block on Philip Jordan. Turnaround, right-hand hook shot. That one well short. And back the other way comes Thomas Lang. Lang works around Kyle Daggett. He'll try the three from the right wing. That one's short off the iron. Last couple of shots on both sides. They've been missing short.
Tired legs.
Lacona now setting up the offense. Shepherd 58, Lockhaven 57. 6:10 left to play, driving in, losing the feet, but keeping the dribble was Lacona. Now it'll be Kalik Campbell losing the basketball. Thomas Lang poking it away. John Preston driving in, and that is a goaltending. Yeah, went off the backboard and then was hit by Nasir Campbell.
Yeah, absolutely great call.
Yeah, great call by our officials, and good strong take for John Preston.
Great take for
Shepherd has the 60-57 lead as we are just a tick under 6 minutes left to play in this game.
Might be the biggest lead that I've seen Shepherd have in this game.
It has not been more than this if it has.
Yeah, I was going to say, and we don't have the stats on it, but I don't recall Shepherd being up by any more than 3 points at any point in this game.
See if they can get a defensive stop. Lacona into the front court for Lockhaven. He'll be guarded in the man-to-man by Thomas Lang. Around the outside, it's Nasir Campbell going to drive in. Nowhere to go, spin move in the lane, put up, actually make that. Christian Kelly shot up and good. Kelly a spin move in the lane, and not the defensive stop Shepherd wanted.
Nope, not at all. I think the difference so far this second half versus the first half for Lockhaven is they haven't gotten more than 50% of their three-pointers going down.
Good pass from Thomas Lang down low to Kyle Daggett, who finishes with two hands above the rim.
Very nice move, way to find him, and that's a great finish. That's the way you finish a game.
62-59. That's a high percentage shot if you can get it.
Yeah, it is very high.
3-point game and a turnover, ball thrown away by Trevor Lacona. And with 5:10 left in the ball game, Lock Haven wants a timeout. Let's go ahead and take the 60-second break as well, back with 5:10 remaining in the ball game. 62-59, the Shepherd advantage over Lock Haven.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
5:10 remaining in the ball game, 62-59. Matt Crawford, Jason Colrick, your 2 on the microphones today. John Alderton, our TV10 cameraman, but for how long, we don't know. Just kidding over there, John. Eric Sterick back at the studio, having fun here in Shepherdstown today on what is a beautiful Saturday afternoon, but the way these games have gone, wouldn't have wanted to be anywhere else in college basketball today, other than maybe the golf course.
As I say, the golf course have been a real close second, but these have been 2 really good games.
John Preston with the basketballs. We're under 5 minutes to play in the ball game. Phillip Jordan with it on that right wing. Thomas Lang hesitates. Now he'll drive lane, step back, jump shot from 13 feet, and he connects. Thomas Lang coming alive in the second half.
Absolutely. First half he had 3 points, and that wasn't until like the last second of the first half. But this second half he has really produced.
Shepherd their largest lead of the game, 64-59. Cerruti working on that right side, low block, floater, too strong off the left side of the iron. John Preston gets the rebound, and Cerruti's been forcing the last couple of trips up the floor. Phillip Jordan now with on the left wing, working around a ball screen set by Kyle Daggett. Had him open, but decided to go to John Preston. Now it's Thomas Lang working in, gives it to Jarrell Jones in that left corner. Again, working around a ball screen. Now he'll send it back out to John Preston. Phillip Jordan working in, cross-court pass to Thomas Lang. He'll try a 3 from the left corner and got it. Thomas Lang having a second half to remember after a first half to forget.
Absolutely. I mean, definitely the tale of 2 halves.
Down low, McPherson with a low block, working on Daggett, using that left shoulder, hook shot, too strong, off the back of the iron. Thomas Lang with the rebound, working quickly into the front court. Shepherd wants to push it. Lang to the basket, missed it short. Daggett with the offensive rebound, up and in off the glass with the right hand.
This place has absolutely exploded, finally.
This is the run Shepherd wanted, and just like that, they have extended the lead out to 10 with under 4 to play. Timeout on the floor. And right now, Mike Nestor not happy with some of the calls on the offensive end of the floor for Lock Haven.
No, absolutely. You know, if you want to point to one particular time where this game actually changed, if you recall back earlier in the second half, Lock Haven was up by 4 points. Jarrell Jones hit that 3-pointer. They called the foul on the guy guarding Thomas Lang, and ensuing inbound, and he hits a 3-pointer. You go from down 4 to up 2, and since then, Shepherd's played at a different level in this game. They really have.
Yeah, and that was a run of 6 points, and again, about 3 seconds.
Right.
It was a 3. It was an immediate 3 off the inbound. A great little run that has helped turn the momentum in this ball game.
I think at that point, that's when Lang found his shooting touch.
Yeah.
He didn't have his shooting touch prior to that, but that 3-pointer, he found his shooting touch. And he's been, this second half, he's been all everything. He really has had a great second half after we talked about it. 3 points.
And I think everybody's had a great second half for Shepherd after the way that neither team could really find rhythm offensively. And Lock Haven, until the last probably minute and a half, have been playing a very good second half, but the wheels have started to come off. They've lost that momentum, a couple of unforced turnovers for Lock Haven, and Shepherd has capitalized.
Oh, absolutely, they have, and they've taken the ball aggressively. They've hit the threes. I mean, they've done what they wanted to do thus far. I mean, the game's not over. You got 3 minutes, 39 seconds left. You know, anything can happen here, but if Shepherd can continue this momentum down the stretch, they look like they're going to be in good shape.
Eli Washington into the front court. Haven't called his name in a while. Kicks it back out to McPherson. Now it is Christian Kelly. Outside, missed, but McPherson gets the rebound and a foul down low. See a couple of guys down there. I believe they're going to get it on John Preston. And they will. First foul of the day for John Preston. Sixth team foul. Again, as you heard Patty also there in the background. 6 for both teams late in the game. McPherson down the low block. Spin move. Left hand finishes in the lane. Great move by McPherson. Jesse McPherson down low.
Nice move by McPherson.
69-61. 8-point game. Philip Jordan hesitating a little bit before sending it out to John Preston. Preston using that offhand. No whistle blown. Thomas Lang, he'll try the three from the left side. That one no good. And Cerruti gets the rebound. Quickly into the front court. He's going to go to the left. He'll put one off the glass. No good. But we'll go to the line for two. And Cerruti trying to force his dominance down low or assert his authority down low. And that time gets paid off for it finds pay dirt a little bit, and we'll go to the line.
Okay. No, I got to tell you, he's had a pretty good ball game. He's made some really nice moves, but at times he's been kind of out of control. That time I feel like Shepherd bailed him out on that one, because if they wouldn't have fouled him, I think that he probably would have missed that shot and maybe going the other direction.
First foul shot up and good for Matt Cerruti. 2:46 remaining in the ball game. Shepherd right now a 7-point lead. Make that a 6-point lead. 69-63 as Cerruti connects on a pair from the charity strike.
Significance there, though. That was Shepherd's 7th foul. So at this point, Lock Haven will be shooting. Both teams will be shooting 1-and-1 going the rest of this game.
Terrell Jones straight away thought about the three before giving it up to Philip Jordan. Had a open straightaway three. Now Shepherd will slow it down offensively. The clock is their friend at this junction of the game. Jordan kicks in the right corner. Terrell Jones, three, too short off the iron. Rebound, Lock Haven and Lacona working it quickly. It's Cerruti. He'll throw the pump fake on. Now it'll be Lacona. Straightaway three. That one too strong off the back of the iron. Loose basketball. Lang comes down with it, and he will throw the brakes on and almost stolen away in the backcourt by Eli Washington. It was a dangerous pass by Thomas Lang. It'll stay Shepherd basketball.
Back here at the other end, though, Terrell Jones passed up the first three-pointer and took the second. I actually would have rather seen him take that first one because he was wide open.
Less contested, yes.
Yeah, he was wide open and in a better position. I mean, the way Jarrell's been shooting the ball today, I would have been just fine if he had thrown that one up.
2:05 remaining in the game. Philip Jordan bring it into the front court for Shepherd. Finds Kyle Daggett at the PSAC logo. 2 minutes to play as you hear Patty Alter announce that to the crowd. Good pass down low to Daggett, who kicks it back outside. Tipped to John Preston, who tries the three. That one too strong. It's Cerruti with the rebound. That's Cerruti going to the right in the middle of the lane. Picks up the dribble, sends to the outside. Eli Washington from the right corner and knocks down a three. And just like that, a one-possession game, 69-66, 1:35 to play here in the contest.
Neither team is letting the other one get too far away from them.
It has been a 7-0 run since Shepherd took the 10-point lead at 69-59. 12 seconds on the shot clock as Philip Jordan loses the basketball, driving to the lane. Picking it up was McPherson, and now Cerruti into the front court. A three will tie it, a two will get him within one. Cerruti driving the lane, will put it up, and count it, and the basket. And Cerruti will go to the line to try to tie it the old-fashioned way with a three-point play. So him hesitate on the outside, then drive baseline, drew the contact, and put it up with the right hand, and he could tie it with a free throw with 1:09 remaining in the game. And after Shepherd went on a run to make it a 10-0 or a 10-point lead, it's now been a 9-0 run for Lock Haven.
You know, watching, it feels like when Shepherd got that 10-point lead, though, they got less aggressive on their offensive sets, and we're just trying to take the time off. And sometimes when you've got a rhythm like that, you can't worry about taking the time off the clock. You got to continue to push. They had Lock Haven in a position to throw a knockout punch, and then you try to run the time off, and your offense becomes a little bit stagnant, you know?
If Shepherd ends up falling in this game, this is going to be a tough one to swallow.
Yes.
Cerruti knocks down the foul shot. We're tied at 69. Still a long minute and 5 seconds left in this one. Thomas Lang into the front court. See if the leading scorer can be the one that can help secure a win for Shepherd. Daniel McLean-Corley trying to work inside. He'll drive left, give it to Kyle Daggett. Gives it back out to Thomas Lang. 13, 12, 11 on the shot clock. Now to single digits at 9, 46 seconds on that game clock. Lang going to go in. Floater high off the glass, misses everything. Back the other way will come Cerruti and Lockhaven. Gives it back out top to Lacona. And about 12 seconds is the difference between the shot and game clock. So you would imagine Lockhaven will slow it down, which they have shown they are doing right now, and contact drawn. It's going to be a foul on Daniel McLean-Corley, and it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity for Matt Cerruti.
Yeah, Cerruti just got away with the travel. He definitely shuffled his feet before he made that move. But, you know, you got 26 seconds left, and shot clock is off.
And does Coach Nam look a little nervous on that bench?
Definitely looks a little nervous over there.
That's Cerruti at the line, front end of the 1-and-1, knocks it down.
It's an 11-0 run for Lockhaven here over the last 3 minutes and, 36 seconds? No, I guess it's 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
Second shot up of the 1-and-1, up and good. A 2-point lead with 26 seconds on a clock that is now running. The shot clock is off, so Shepherd can hold. So you got to imagine they'll try to put a shot up with under 10, as here's a three. Straight away, Thomas Lang knocks it down! 12.7 seconds left, and Thomas Lang knocks down a three from straight away off the screen. Timeout on the floor.
What a great setup. Come off the screen, see the shot, he's feeling it. You know, what a great shot right there. Now though, you've left 12.7 seconds left. They've got the whole array. They can get it up the court. Shepherd really needs to play good defense, but not foul. You cannot foul. You cannot let them dribble down there and foul them. With 12 seconds. You're going to have to stay between them and the ball and play good defense. I kind of like the idea in this kind of situation, I'd put on somewhat of a press. You know, I wouldn't let them, roll the ball up the court or anything like that. I'd put some pressure and maybe see if you can't get them to create a turnover without fouling.
Well, this is why the coaching staffs get paid the big bucks. We get to sit up here and speculate. They actually have to draw it up.
Yeah, but it's fun speculating.
It is.
It is.
It's what makes our job so fun.
Yeah, I mean, I can, and if I speculate the right way, then I look like I'm a basketball genius.
Don't worry, nobody will ever confuse you for a basketball genius.
You don't know that. You don't know that.
Now you're from the basketball mecca of the world.
I've played a lot of basketball and I've coached a lot of basketball, and I have. And I got to tell you, as a head coach, at this particular moment, you're just praying to get through these last 12 minutes and 12.7 seconds.
These coaches glad there's not 12 minutes of this left. I'm sure the heart rate's
up right
now.
I think you'd rather have 12 minutes because it wouldn't rely on this right here.
Eli Washington into the front court. See what they do. Cerruti has it. 7 seconds left, 6 seconds left. He's going to try to drive baseline. Going up, hesitates, off the glass and in with 2.5 seconds left. Lockhaven takes a 1-point lead. Long pass down the court. It's going to be run down by Cerruti, and Shepherd is going to fall by one. Matt Cerruti, a floater off the glass at the low block, and Shepherd falls. It was a 14-3 run to end the game after Shepherd had taken a 10-point lead. And this is a tough one to swallow for Shepherd.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's give Lockhaven. That's what they would had success with. Give it to Matt and let him drive it in, and he made a great shot there. And unfortunately, Shepherd came up on the short end of this. But wow, what a great basketball game that was.
That was a phenomenal basketball game. It was a phenomenal afternoon of basketball. But unfortunately, Shepherd just going to go 1-and-1 on the day as the Shepherd men fall 73-72 after Matt Cerruti connected on a shot with 2.5 seconds left from point blank on the low block.
Matt Cerruti ended up with 29 points in the game.
All right, let's take a 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll tell you the rest of those individual numbers. May have a chance to talk with Shepherd Ram head coach Justin Namlick. We'll see if he's overly talkative after this game. May or may not. We'll see how things go, and we will give you our analysis from what was a great basketball game. But Shepherd falls by 1 after Thomas Lang hit a 3 with 12.7 left. Matt Cerruti comes back down 10 seconds later with 2.5 left. Hits a runner in the low block off the glass. Shepherd falls 73-72. Back in 2 minutes. This is Shepherd Ram basketball on TV 10.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
Maytag knows extra dirty clothes need extra cleaning power. That's why the power of the extra power button makes Maytag extra powerful. Wow. Dirt doesn't stand a chance against this kind of power. Get a load of this. That laundry is stacked. Not bad, huh? The Maytag extra power button. More muscle to tackle the tough job.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Welcome back into the Butcher Center. 73-72, Shepherd falling in this Saturday PSAC action, but what a basketball game, Jason.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the first half didn't have much of a flow to it, but that second half is about as exciting as any game that you'd be able to watch. You know, it was a shame Shepherd looked like they were really going to be on a roll there. Went up by 10 with 3 minutes and 39 seconds, but at the same time, we talked about it, I feel like they got hesitant. They just wanted to run the time off the clock, and they weren't looking to score like they were earlier, and Lock Haven got hot and just decided to come back, and in the long run, you know, Lang hit that three-pointer with 12 seconds left to put Shepherd up 1, and they went back to their Lock Haven went back to their bread and butter, and ultimately ended up winning that ball game.
Two teams that were 2-6 in the PSAC, and this is one that you expect it to be a close game, but again, just going to be a tough one for Shepherd to swallow, up 10 points with under 4 to play, and to allow Lock Haven to go on a 14-3 run to end that game. This, if you want to be considered a good team, those are games you got to finish. I know it's college basketball, and with both of us being Shepherd fans, not only broadcasters but rooting for Shepherd, this is a tough one to swallow as well. But those are games that you've got to figure out a way to seal a victory.
Yeah, absolutely, you do. I mean, at any level. I mean, it's not just at this level. I mean, but you see it. I mean, in the three-point line and changes a ball game. But you got to know what they're doing. I mean, you got to know what they're doing, and you got to stay aggressive and keep playing. And like I said, I feel like that was where Shepherd went wrong. When they got that 10-point lead at the timeout, they came out, and if you watch, they did a lot of dribbling around at the top of the key, and were just worried more about running the shot clock down in the time off versus scoring. And that's how they got that 10-point lead, is they were attacking.
All right, let's take one more 2-minute timeout. When we come back, I believe we're going to hear from Shepherd head coach Justin Namalik, and then we'll get into the final stats from this one and close out our broadcast. Again, after this 2-minute timeout, Shepherd falls 73-72 to Lock Haven at home. Back in 2 minutes.
Hi, this is Eric from Hagerstown Ford. I keep telling you that Hagerstown Ford has completely changed the car buying experience forever. And with a return policy easier than Walmart, Hagerstown Ford has a goal to deliver 350 cars and trucks per month. And when I say deliver, I mean deliver to you, where you are, just like Amazon does. And if you don't want it, return it. No questions asked. The only way Hagerstown Ford can accomplish this extremely aggressive goal is to make the car buying process fast and easy. We simply refuse to play the dumb back and forth games that most dealerships want to play. There's absolutely no reason for you to waste your precious time at a car dealership. I assure you, there is no dealership from Winchester, Virginia to Washington, D.C. that can beat our price. There's no dealership that will allow you to return your new car if you don't want it. Hagerstown Ford absolutely has the best price, and we'll bring the car to you. And if you don't want it, return it, period. No questions asked. There's no reason to buy anywhere else. Visit HagerstownFord.com to schedule your VIP experience and get your new ride delivered to you.
Contact dealer for details.
The level of care that I got at WVU Medicine was top-notch.
If you're not progressing in healthcare, you're falling behind.
It's really an integration, looking at a clinical care network, looking at the good people who can help push the envelope and raise the bar for delivering a quality healthcare product.
To have my life back is absolutely a blessing. I am beyond thankful for WVU Medicine. I absolutely 100% have my life back.
Welcome back into the Butcher Center, back into the post-game show. Matt Crawford, Jason Colbert, John Alderton, our TV10 cameraman, Eric Sterick, our studio engineer, joined by Shepherd Ram men's head coach Justin Namalik. Coach, tough one today.
Yeah. So far for our season, we've had so many games where we've been in the game with 4 minutes left, and we just haven't finished out. Like at Edinboro, at Virginia Union, Slippery Rock here, IUP here, at Bloomsburg, like all those games, the 4-minute mark, we either had the lead or like a one-possession lead or a tie game. So often that like these last couple weeks we've just been talking about finishing games. And then today though, like at the start, you know, at halftime it was all about like we need to take it. Just feel like oftentimes we're watching, looking at the scoreboard, playing with teams. And it was just every time, every huddle, every time out, there's nothing X and O wise. It's just like we have to take it. We have to be aggressive. And then we made a great run to build a 10-point lead. And, you know, we didn't take it down the stretch. You know, just a lack of execution offensively. We had two guys in the wrong spots for the one play, so we didn't get anything. Then we had a play for Jarrell. You know, we've talked to Jarrell about we're going to you. He takes one dribble and passes it. So like our lack of execution offensively, and then you know we just had a hard time guarding Cerruti the whole game. And he, you know, and just Lock Haven made more plays down the stretch. Like they refused to lose, and we didn't have the mentality of taking it. Like we let them back in the game, and it's frustrating.
How tough is it to guard a scrappy guy like Cerruti? A guy you just never know what he's going to do. Is he going to pull up contested? Is he going to drive and throw one off the glass? It's got to be tough to guard.
Well, I thought what was interesting about him is we started with Jarrell on him, and then so like Jarrell did a really good job, and then he kind of hit a couple buckets there to end the first half. Then we put Daniel on him to start the second half, and he kind of struggled, and then he got a little bit comfortable with DC, and then we had PJ on him, and once we got PJ on him, like again he struggled a little bit. he just got used to each of the guys we put on. He just kept going, and I mean, he was the difference in the game, and we tried everybody on him, and so we just came up one or two stops short.
What was Lock Haven doing in the second half to control Kyle Daggett down low? A good job in the first half, being a big man down low. What were they doing differently defensively?
I mean, it was all our ball screens. I think in the first half, like when we were coming off ball screens, we were able to give them the basketball. In the second half, when we were coming off ball screens, our guards were making plays. So it wasn't really anything that they were particularly doing. We don't post up Kyle. That's not our game. He needs to be a guy that kind of is rolling to the hoop, and our guards will find him. Yep.
What do you work on at practice going into East Stroudsburg?
I think, every team, starting to get into this league and playing each team, you just realize, there's a lot of solid basketball teams. In East Stroudsburg, the last, I would say, 7-8 years, they've been one of the best teams in the East. I think they're young this year. I haven't seen them yet. But, it's going to be the same things for us. We've shown we can compete. Guys have to learn. They have to want to step up and make plays, and then we have to learn how to do it. And unfortunately, part of the process is doing that in games, and sometimes you come up on the short end of the stick, and more often than not, the last couple of weeks we've been coming up on the short end.
All right, Coach, thanks for the time. We'll let you get out of here. Shepherd Ram head coach Justin Namlick following a 73-72 heartbreaking loss at the hands of Lock Haven. Let's take one more 60-second timeout, just a minute-long break. We'll come back, give you the final stats from this one, and set you up for our next broadcast, which will be that East Stroudsburg game we were just referring to. That will wrap up our post-game show coming up next after this 60-second timeout.
West Virginia's a Republican state, so why elect a worn-out tax-raising Joe Manchin retread as governor instead of a real Republican like Michael Folk? Mike Folk's the strong pro-Trump conservative who will ban sanctuary cities, stop red flag gun laws, rebuild our roads, and fight liberal tax schemes. Mike Folk's opponents, Justice and Thrasher, two worn-out tax-raising Manchin retreads. Justice pushed a liberal tax scheme, then switched parties for his own personal gain, and Thrasher, an empty-suit Justice Democrat who switched parties after backing Justice's massive tax hike scheme. Jim Justice, Woody Thrasher, two worn-out tax-raising Manchin retreads. They've blown their chance. Mike Folk for governor. Because it's time for a change. Time for a conservative change. Michael Folk, governor.
I'm Mike Folk. West Virginia needs a strong conservative Republican who supports the Constitution, President Trump, and always puts taxpayers first.
Paid for by Michael Folk for governor.
Welcome back into the Butcher Center, 73-72, Lock Haven beating Shepherd. Time to take a look at some of the numbers for setting you up for our next broadcast. Team stats look like this for Lock Haven. They shot 26 for 53 from the field. That's good enough for 49%. Just a hair underneath that at 48%, 12 of 25 from beyond the arc, and 90% from the charity stripe, 9 of 10. For Shepherd, 27 for 63, 43% from the field, just 36 from beyond the arc. That was 13 for 36, and just got to the charity stripe 6 times and were 5 for 6, 83%. Jason, some individual numbers.
Individual numbers. Lock Haven obviously was led by Matt Cerruti with 29 points. You heard the coach say he was just hard to guard, including the basket with just 2.5 seconds left that ended up turning out to be the game winner. Trevor Laconey had 12 points. Eli Washington, who didn't seem like he played much in the second half, but he did, had a quiet 11 points.
And played 36 minutes in the ballgame.
But he just kind of disappeared there in the second half. Nazir Campbell had 9 points, and Jesse McPherson had 4 points, and Christian Kelly finished with 8 points for 73 points for Lock Haven. For Shepherd was actually led by Thomas Lang. Thomas Lang only had 3 points in the first half, but he had 18 in the second half, including the three-pointer from the top of the key with 12 seconds to give Shepherd the 1-point lead. But he was a catalyst in that run that actually gave Shepherd the 10-point lead prior to falling apart. Kyle Daggett and Gerald Jones both had 16 points. Daniel McLean Coley ended up with 11 points, and John Preston ended up 8. So only 5 players scored all of the points for Shepherd tonight, and the final score was 73-72. 1 point was the difference in this game.
And that's got to be something that changes for Shepherd. You need more than 5 contributors in a ball game. Real quick, I want to set you up for our next broadcast and our next Shepherd broadcast. Our next broadcast on TV 10 will be Tuesday night. It will be the Martinsburg Bulldogs in Charlestown taking on the Washington Patriots. That'll be a 7:30 tip, 7:10 pregame. Matt Miller and myself will do Miller time at 5 o'clock from the gym at Washington High School. Catch that on TV 10, WRNR TV, along with Talk Radio WRNR. Our next Shepherd broadcast will be the very next night on Wednesday, the 15th. It'll be East Stroudsburg in town, and that'll be a 5:30 and 7:30 doubleheader. We will bring you both of those games on TV 10 and WRNR TV. I want to thank all of our sponsors allowing us to do Shepherd Rams basketball and Shepherd Rams sports all year long. A big thanks to all the folks here at the Butcher Athletic Center, Melanie Ford, Chauncey Winbush, and everybody else that makes our broadcast possible. Chip Ransom and all of his staff keeping up with stats for us through this entire game. For Eric Sterrick back in the studio, John Alderton was our TV 10 cameraman. Jason Kolrick did color commentary today. I am Matt Crawford. Reminding you the final score from our game today, 73-72, Lock Haven beating Shepherd. Until Tuesday, we'll see you then.
You've been watching play-by-play video coverage of NCAA Division II basketball featuring the Pennsylvania State Athletic Conference and your Shepherd University Rams. Today's game has been brought to you by Hagerstown Ford. We deliver to your home. FordofHagerstown.com. Panhandle Dumpsters, because you have a choice. PanhandleDumpsters.com. The Mirius Group. Start planning for a brilliant future. The Joe Ferretti Law Office in downtown Martinsburg, delivering first-rate service and results for our clients. Green Tree Realty, a great place to call home. Jackie Lewis Broker. GreenTreeRealty.com. Mike Folk for Governor. Accountable, ethical, responsible. Folk4WV.com. And by Smallwood and Small, an Erie affiliate. Total Insurance Solutions. TV 10 thanks you for watching today's presentation of Shepherd University Rams basketball. All rights reserved.